So hello. So I got more mail today. I got most of my packages. I got like everything except for my stuff from Spirit Halloween and some of my stuff from and some of and like one other sonic screwdriver I ordered for the third Doctor. But um I'm actually watching a lot of the reviews actually on the sonic screwdrivers, and apparently they make some of the same sounds. I mean, they're different models. Like if you want to like an actual replica model of like the doctor's of a certain doctor's screwdriver, and that's different. You mean the model's different, but they make some of the same sounds. So like I was watching a review on the war doctors. Somebody said this is the other. Somebody they label this as the other doctor's sonic screwdriver, but it's really the war doctors. But it makes some of the same sounds as the fourth sonic screwdriver. So basically some of the same mechanicalisms as the fourth sonic screwdriver, but it's a very different device for a very special, character in Doctor Who, which was the War Doctor, which was a very epic Doctor Who doctor that out of the line of doctors, it was a really epic doctor of the line of doctors that that really had an impact on different things and the doctor's outcome and stuff like that. Um so I'm excited about that. I also got my little communicator in, which is like a little reprint mini type communicator I got for like $11 because I didn't want to pay for like a full price one that was going to be bigger than this, because you can get a full price one that's like an official license, like Playmates type full length, communicator, and with that it's just like you'll be paying $100 or more just to get a cop like a replica of the communicator. So I try to find something more of a decent size, even if it was a little smaller, but still a decent size, so I could have a communicator for my cosplay props. So I got a communicator, and basically you just flip it up with whatever hand you're using. You flip it up on the top here, you flip it up, and it has two little buttons. One button here, and one button here. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I'm excited about those. I also got my Kakashi sweatshirt. Now, when I tell you it fits, it fits. The only thing is that it's like anything that's a brighter color and that's a little different, and like my, like a brighter color kind of has a way of showing like my curves, because I'm a big guy, so I have a lot of curves and I have a lot of, love handles and things like that. But with like showing my curves and my love handles and things, it kind of still shows that, but the Kakashi sweatshirt actually fits. I kind of realized that in order to do Kakashi, I need to come up with a few other items for the costume, which means I have to put like some more money into the costume, which I'm thinking the costume might not be done. It might be done by the end of this year. If it doesn't get done by the end of this year, then I'm not exactly sure. The thing is, they had to raise the debt ceiling. If they didn't raise the debt ceiling, we weren't going to get our Social Security for, December. And this was going to be kind of like our December, because we weren't going to get money for December to be able to spend and to use on whatever else. But I'm doing all right. I'm just chilling at this point. I mean, my Kakashi sweatshirt fits, so it's not like a 4X would be a little more baggier, but a 3X kind of fits, and but I have like a lot of weight on me, which some of it is more gained within the last year or so. But my Kakashi sweatshirt does fit, and I'm glad I at least got it in like a size that would fit. So I'm excited about that. But there are a couple things I needed for him. Like, I know he has like silver or like gray, like white gray hair, and I needed to get like the wig for him. I'm probably gonna have to shave too, or maybe not because he wears like a mask. But I'm gonna have to get like the hair, and I gotta get like more of a, because I've learned that people can do like Kakashi in a couple different ways. I mean, I have the sweatshirt part, right? But you need he has like a green vest that kind of goes over his like uniform. I mean, the sweatshirt kind of has like the green vest part, but it's not really. I don't know if I will do it like that, or if I will get another green vest that will make it more of a 3D type of Kakashi that's not necessarily just based off of a sweatshirt, which I'm wondering about, if I can get like a green, like outdoor type of vest that he kind of wears. I was looking for like the actual ones for cosplay, and they're too small, but I'm looking into other vests, and things like that, seeing if I could find something like that where I could actually get it, and I can actually, put it over the sweatshirt for like with the costume and stuff. I mean, I'm still looking for like some military, I'm not military, but like a green, I don't say military color, but like an olive color, like an olive color, what do you call them? Cargo pants. I want an olive color cargo pants. I need boots. I need to get like black boots. There's a couple things I need that are still on my wish list, but I can't really do them this month. But I kind of realized that I started something, which is good that I started, because starting is better than being there 100%. I mean, I will say that my Star Trek cosplay is basically done. My Star Trek cosplay is basically done. All I needed was a communicator, and I got my Tribble. So I got my Tribble, my Tribble prop, which I showed months ago. My Tribble prop, which I got from Goodwill, which I'll probably use the Tribble, and I'll probably use the communicator for my Star Trek thing. And I got my Star Trek shirt, and all you need really is, a black pair of like jeans or something and some boots, and you're pretty much a Star Trek Starfleet officer. So, I mean, it's not going to be that hard to be, a Star Trek fleet officer, So I'm glad and excited about that, but I'm excited about what I got, because it's not bad. It's not bad what I got. I'm investing a little bit more into my cosplays. I mean, I wasn't gonna do everything as cosplays this month. It's always like what do I figure out what do I figure out how to use my money towards? I ask myself, what do you use your money towards each month, and what will be the best beneficial way to do it? So when I got extra money, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put some of this money towards a couple more things for cosplays and a couple more collector's items I want to do, but I also wanted to put some of it towards local business and getting a couple things that would also be good for me, but also doing it in a way of supporting local business, well, this should also be doing it in a way of supporting local business and supporting others. So I wanted to be able to do that, even if this is my last month of me getting my income, I wanted to be able to, be able to say at least I did a little bit of supporting others, even though I wasn't able to do almost everything I wanted to do. I'm not sure what they're talking about. I know they passed the infrastructure bill. I don't know if they passed the physical infrastructure bill or the other infrastructure bill, but I know that there's possibly talks about people wanting more stimulus. Whether we get more stimulus or not, who knows? I mean, it probably would help me out into the fact that I owe my mom. I mean, my mom would probably be able to get the full amount if I got my stimulus. Granted, she's already complained to me that she's still holding on to a lot of her stimulus and stuff, and she can't go and spend it or nothing or do anything with it. So it's kind of sitting in her account, and a lot like people that she has to answer to are saying she has too much money in her account, so they got to raise her rent, and they got to, drop her from certain services and stuff, because she has all this money in her account, and she can't get the services or some of the things she needs, because she has too much money in her account to be able to do anything. If she wants to take a trip, she's stubborn. She's gonna be so stubborn. She's like, I want to take me and my son on a trip. I want to take me and my son on a trip. But the way she is right now and the way I am right now, it's just not realistic. I mean, I would love to go on a trip with my mother, but my mother really, I would need somebody to really look after my mother just so I would be able to enjoy the trip, because I wouldn't be able to enjoy the trip if I had to constantly look after my mother. I do that a lot. Sometimes here, and it's a handful. I mean, you can't really enjoy things if your mom's kind of being, very needy and very toxic sometimes. So it's not really a very good, way to enjoy a trip and going out and doing things. But I do know that my mother did want to take me out on a trip, but just like I'm not gonna say that I have that ability to do that. But I am excited because I did get some of my props. I got one more sonic screwdriver coming, which is the third Dr. Sonic screwdriver. I think the guy who was doing the reviews for the Dr. Sonic screwdriver said the third Dr. Sonic screwdriver, the fourth Dr. Sonic screwdriver, and the War Dr. Sonic screwdriver are very similar. I mean, they makes, the War Dr. Sonic screwdriver and the fourth Doctor's makes the two sounds that the 11th Dr. Sonic screwdriver makes. But, they make two of the other classical sounds that the fourth Dr. Sonic screwdriver makes as well. So, I thought that was kind of cool, but, I'm doing alright though. I'm doing alright though. I'm hanging in there. I am excited. I got my little communicator, so I'm excited. My little, wish I could flip it open more. Some people say they said it was hard to open, which is kind of true. If you want to flip it open like a communicator, it's very hard to do. But I mean, you can just open it up like that and be like beep beep. But I'm excited about that. So, anyways, I don't know. Maybe I will get a full communicator and a full communicator and a full phaser. But I would need to hold on to that if I spent the money on that, because that would be expensive, and I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to just give it away. I know my mother gave away some of my other phasers and communicators and things I had, years ago, because I was dumb enough and I said, oh, well, give them away, Tosha told her to hold on to everything. She could have sold it, but she was giving all my action figures and stuff to the neighborhood kids and stuff. So I didn't really think that was really right of her, when she gave away my shit. But, I mean, at the same time, I didn't take it here because I was kind of going through this phase like, oh, you have to be so childish. You have to be so childish. But now as I get older, I'm thinking of a couple of things. I'm thinking like, if I have kids, wouldn't it be great to have some of my childhood toys to pass down to my kids? Wouldn't that be great? If I had kids, to have like my little childhood figurines that I could give to my kids and say, well, here's some of my figurines. I want you to enjoy them and stuff like that. My mom's gonna give me some of my Toy Story stuff. I got Toy Story stuff basically lined up in my mom's house that she's gonna give me. She has some Toy Story stuff, so she's gonna give me some of that, which I'll probably hold on to, which could be collector's items, with Disney and Toy Story and stuff like that. But so I'm just gonna have to hold on to my props. I mean, as an adult and as living on my own, I have my own way to hold on to my own props. So whatever I buy, even if it's cost a little bit more money, I know I'm gonna hold on to it and keep it in good condition. And I'm keeping the packaging too. I lightly opened up this packaging. See, I lightly removed the tape, and I just popped this thing off and slid out the thing, but I can easily put the sonic screwdriver back in the thing and slide it back in there. I mean, I'm trying to hold on to the packaging because I can probably even resell it if I can hold on to the packaging and keep the packaging good. So That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on to the packaging and say, oh, if I ever decide to resell them down the line for some money, I can say, look, I just use them lightly for cosplay and stuff like that. So I want to be able to resell them and, sell them to somebody who would appreciate them. But for now, I want to hold on to them because I'm appreciating them because I'm still pretty much a nerd and stuff like that. And I've always appreciated stuff like this, even though some people want to call me out to be childish or etc. because they don't think I'm a grown man when I'm talking about, cosplay props and stuff like that. But grown men cosplay too, grown men cosplay too. Got grown men cosplay, grown women cosplay, grown men cosplay. Cosplay is a whole generational thing now where there's thousands of people in the world that go to conventions and things and they cosplay as different characters and stuff like that. I mean, I'm a little late in my life to start because I never knew how to find stuff that would actually fit me. And as I said before, I'm a BBM, big beautiful man, and I have a lot of weight. I have a lot of weight and stuff on me, so trying to find anything like that would fit me and stuff like regular costumes don't fit me. I have to put together some things from scratch in order for it to work. So what I'm trying to do a little bit is trying to put it together a little bit of a Kakashi thing from scratch so I can be Kakashi. I mean, all I really need is the cargo pants and, the boots, and then there's maybe I get more of a, mask piece for him, and I don't know, maybe I'll get more props. I mean, I was looking at the ninja stars or whatever he had, and there's a lot of different ways you can go about it because there's a lot of different props for Kakashi, I got Kakashi's mask and I got Kakashi's sword, so I might just keep the sword and the mask, but and just use those instead. But I don't know, as usually have a mask in one hand and have the sword in the other, but I don't know. I'm just thinking about cosplaying a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to go all out for the next couple of years. I'm going to do a little bit here and there, but it's not like it's going to be all my main focus, It's going to be my focus until I can fully complete what I designed out to do. And I kind of did say, a month ago that I was going to at least do Kakashi and I was at least going to do a Star Trek one. And the Star Trek one's complete. I mean, I have the Tribble, I have the communicator, I have everything I need for the Star Trek one. You don't really need too much more. Kakashi's going to take a little bit of work. It might actually have more fruitation and more ability to come forward and show itself by next year at some point. Granted, they don't cut they don't cut my spending and stuff or my money to go out and be able to do things. So, but yeah, I do. I got my little communicator and I got my stuff and I'm excited. The only other thing I gotta say today, which is not anything to do with my props and stuff, is I can't get a hold of my mother. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of my mother. I tried calling my mother on both my phones, and my new phone, the call just drops. And then my old phone, it's it rings, and it says, I'm sorry, the number you dialed is incorrect or something, or the number you dialed is unavailable, or the number you dialed is incorrect or something. So it's kind of dropping me from even calling my mother, so I can't get a hold of my mother. I'm trying to reach out to a couple of her friends or a couple of people to talk to, but I can't get a hold of my mother, and I don't know if she's all right or not. And I'm just kind of concerned because both my phones are dropping her calls. At first, I thought it was my old phone because I need my Sims card changed for that for free because they're changing the 3G network on my phone to a more faster 4G or 5G network. So, but yeah, I'm doing all right, though. I'm doing all right. I'm just chilling at this point. Life is good. Life is good. I got no complaints, and things are good. So, just wanted to check in, and I just wanted to share those things. I got pictures to come, pictures and things to come. So, I'm excited to get a little bit more of my cosplay props. Star Trek is done. I got to do a photo shoot with my Star Trek stuff. I don't know when I'll do it, though, because it's been kind of cool or kind of cold out, so I'm trying to figure out when I can do a cosplay shoot with, my, I might just do it in the short sleeves. I mean, I wanted to do a long sleeves version, because a long sleeves version would make more sense for like the uniform, but I'm gonna do it in a short sleeves version, I think. So I'm just gonna be happy with what I got for that, and not really try to invest in much more cosplay for the Star Trek, and just say I'm gonna use the short sleeve for now. But eventually I did want to get a long sleeve, except the long sleeve is not in stock. The long sleeve versions are not in stock for the Star Trek shirts that I was looking at. They're on my wish list, but they're not in stock, so I didn't order them because I want my money just to be taken after months on end of it finally being in stock or etc. because of shipping quantities or problems or whatever is going on with that. So, but I'm excited. So, just wanted to check in and just say hi. I mean, I made BLTs for lunch. I'm going to have leftover turkey burgers for, dinner. I think I'm going to throw bacon and some loaded up with like onions and peppers and stuff, and just have a couple of turkey burgers for dinner. Probably in need of another soda. I was thinking of more soda or more coffee. I'm drinking a lot of soda and coffee, but my reflux has been extra bad too. I've been getting really, really sick, so I don't know why. It's just like I'm getting more sick. I don't know if it's like the humidity in here, because when it gets warmer and stuff, I get more congested, and I tend to have a lot more problems with like my nasal drip and stuff. So I tend to get really more like sick, acid refluxy, and it's just like I've been sick a couple times without really wanting to be. I got kind of like my reflux got me kind of like upset. So, but I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. So, peace, people. I will catch up with you again for the third Doctor Sonic Screwdriver review. Peace.